Sabers work.
Thank you, sir.
Well, Lucasfilm has a secret laboratory where they invent all kinds of weapons and lightsabers and stuff like that.
Oh, he's got some great lightsaber moves. Wow, I think the Force is strong with you.
All right, yeah. His show is going to be right after mine at 6:30 tonight. You have a question for Matt Lanter?
Yes. Will there be any new characters next season?
Oh, will there be any new characters next season, he asks. There are many new characters.
Yes.
I think now that we're in season 4 and everybody's kind of found the groove of, you know, the animators as well as the voice actors and the writers and everybody, we've got really cool stories coming up. We've got scenery and planets and places that you've never seen before. We've got all kinds of new characters. And what I was about to say, to kind of go back, is that we're 4 seasons in now, so we've got so many character models is what they call them, that we can really put a lot of new characters in now, as opposed to when we first started, we had a minimum amount of characters that we could actually use in the episodes.
And I have a little spoiler, a little hint. If we have time and get to the season 4 sneak peek, you might see a classic character that's going to appear in season 4 that we haven't seen yet in the Clone Wars. So make sure you pay attention.
Okay, I hope that's approved by Dave.
We'll find out.
But when the director is
Dave's not here, so
no, the director's away, the Padawans are playing.
Yes, right over here, yes. Young man in the white shirt there? Yeah, or as Ashley had said before, the young man in the Star Wars shirt. No.
Yes, hey you.
Well, actually, it's not a Star Wars shirt. Oh, am I embarrassed? All right, well, very good. What's your name, sir?
Victor.
And what is your question? I know. I get that way around Matt also. Speechless.
How to make the weapons?
The weapons and stuff. Well, on our show, you know, it's animated, so it kind of goes back to like with the lightsabers and all, right? Thank you. That's very good. Do we have any hunky Matt Lanter, you know, Lanter banter type questions?
Wait, what did you say? Hunky?
Hunky, yes. Give us some hunky, girly, hunky. Oh, yes, okay. I want some girls like swooning over Matt. That's what makes it fun. You have a question, my dear? Yes.
Hey, Matt, I was wondering, during the episode with son and daughter, when Ahsoka was killed by son, when you read it for the first time, did you feel emotion that you wanted to cry that Ahsoka has been killed off?
Well, you know, that's a good question. Her question was, I don't know if you guys saw the Mortis arc, where we have the son and the daughter and the father. They're really incredible written episodes, and the performances, you know, the Sam Witwer who played the son was just incredible to play off of. But she asked when I read it, did I feel any emotion that Ahsoka might die? You know, it's a huge question that we don't know what's going to happen to Ahsoka. She's obviously, we don't see her in Revenge of the Sith. We don't know if she's going to die or if she's going to go away or what's going to happen. But I still feel like we're early in the series. I feel like we have a lot of length left in the series, and I think it would be a shame to not see her anymore. So I kind of thought that she might not quite go away just yet.
But can I add to that? When we were doing that episode, I remember it was very dramatic in the studio when we were doing all of that. And Matt is a very good actor, and it was very emotional. There was a scene actually in season 4 that's coming up that was incredibly emotional, and he had myself and Corey Burton actually choked up with his acting, and I kid you not. So we get into some dramatic stuff, but we also have some fun.
Yes.
Are you guys ready to have some fun?
I'm definitely ready to have some fun. And James, why don't you join us up on stage, because...
Or jump up and use the swords. What do you think? Can I do it?
You will come up on stage.
The obi-wan music. All right, let me see.
The obi-wan music, all right.
Who we care?
That's the obi-wan music? I don't know if you
Give me a 1,
want
2, 3. Okay, that didn't work.
Yeah, it's the new Hulk thing.
Thank you.
Yep, they're gonna do it.
You know, you guys come to Behind the Forest to find out, you know, just little hidden things about Matt Lanter that you may not know. And one thing about Matt is he just loves ketchup. He just loves it. He eats ketchup on everything. And so, you know, he can't do a recording session without ketchup. So we decided to just, you know, have some ketchup up here for Matt. So, to make him feel right at home in the studio.
Now Well, you two had a little kind of gag going on last night at a restaurant. They both went to the same restaurant. They did not know they were both going. And there was a restaurant where they tend to bring you bottles of ketchup, right?
It's called Whispering Canyon. It's here on the Disney Resort.
And so you sent bottles of ketchup to his table. Like every bottle of ketchup in the restaurant got sent to Matt's table.
3 different times. I had literally 30 bottles of ketchup on my table.
Yeah, he
I didn't even ask for ketchup.
He declared ketchup war, and you don't mess with the Padawan. And so, when you mess with the Padawan, you declare war, you get ketchup on your table, and also on your stand.
I had ketchup in my hotel room last night on my bed, sent by yours truly.
So did I. He sent ketchup to our room. So,
I'm not cool enough to be in on the gag, but that's okay. I'm just the guy in the outfit.
All right, well, thanks, Ashley. I really appreciate it.
welcome, Matt.
Anybody want some ketchup?
Okay. Yes. Oh, ketchup in the okay.
Ketchup. All right.
Ketchup. All right. So as you can see, we have fun in the studio, but we also have to throw some work in with the fun. And when we go to the studio, most of the time, we record an entire episode before they do the animation, but every now and then they'll decide to change a line once the animation is done, and we have to go back in and replace a line. So we'll watch a scene, and we have to pay attention to the lip flap of the character of the animation that's already been done, and re-record the scene. So we have a scene to show you here, and then Matt and I'm sorry James, but we'll let you in on the fun in a minute.
Yeah,
we have a scene with Anakin and Ahsoka that we'll do for you live. So let's go ahead and watch it.
This is also how he comes to the recording sessions, dressed like this. I hope this assignment wasn't too boring for you.
It had its moments.
Huh. Like the one where you convinced untrained children to help you overthrow a corrupt government?
That was a highlight.
It sounds pretty risky. You're lucky you didn't get hurt.
Nothing you wouldn't have done. Okay.
Very serious scene.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
You think you guys can get this right?
Typical then too. I don't know. I haven't yet. So I've done it 5 times and I can't get it right. So we'll see.
Yes. Well.
So now you two will replace the dialogue. They'll play all the music, all the sound effects, but you're going to do the live voices here in front of all of us. Now, we want to see them do that? I feel full and strong with you. I think you can do it. All right.
I think we can get it, Matt. All right, you have your ketchup to give you inspiration. Let's roll it.
I hope this assignment wasn't too boring for you.
Nah, it had its moments.
Oh, like the one where you convinced untrained children to help you overthrow a corrupt government.
That was a highlight.
It sounds pretty risky. You're lucky you didn't get hurt.
Nothing you wouldn't have done.
Number 6. All right. I'll never invite you back, Star Wars.
We love you, as far as you know. Anyway, can I try this?
This is what happens in the room. You just get
Can I try this with him? Okay.
Yes.
So why don't you read Ahsoka,
Okay.
and I'll read Anakin.
I'm going to read Ahsoka as Chewbacca.
And I'll read Anakin as Christopher Walken.
Wow, what a duo.
See, this is what usually happens in the studio. In between takes, Dave has to, do the serious stuff, make his notes, and, we have a couple minutes in between the takes, and so we are constantly doing other voices and joking around. So this really is a behind-the-scenes look at a recording session.
All right.
Let's see, Ahsoka as Chewbacca, and Anakin as
Christopher Walken.
Christopher Walken.
Right.
Let's roll it.
Now, I hope this assignment wasn't too boring for you. Well, you convinced untrained children to overthrow a corrupt government. It's crazy. You take this lightsaber. It was your grandfather's. You gave it to your father. You gave it to me. No, I want to tell you, I had to wear this uncomfortable lightsaber.
What?
More than just a few minutes. All right, I'm going to two continue to play your catch-up wars, and I'm gonna go change, I guess.
Yeah,
But we'll see you all soon for the Stars of the Saga show as well, yes?
Yes.
All right. Take care, everyone.
Wow. All right. Catch up.
Ketchup, yes. Well, as you guys can tell, we have a lot of fun up here, and we'd like to let you in on a little bit of the fun and the ketchup. Would you guys like to try